Hi, welcome to Looking Up, a channel to inspire you in your work and in your life. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. I'm probably going to have to film this one into 2 different parts because I have to leave for the dentist in 6 minutes. In today's video, we'll be taking a walk through Midtown Manhattan to look at some of the famous Christmas trees and some lesser known. Obviously, there's Rockefeller, there's Radio City, some of the more famous sites on the busier streets. I took some excursions on the less busy streets and I found a lot of cool decorations and trees there as well. I think one of my favorite sites on this particular trip was, I think it's pronounced Lotte Hotel and Palace, just in back of St. Patrick's Cathedral. They have a courtyard with a beautiful tree. You see the back of St. Patrick's Cathedral. It's a very beautiful scene. At least when I went, it wasn't super crowded, so you could walk around and just enjoy getting right next to the tree. With Rockefeller, there's going to be lots and lots of people and it's going to be overwhelming. Definitely worth checking out, but it's far from relaxing because of all the crowds. I would say it gets dark as of almost mid-December now, around 4 o'clock. If you don't care that it's totally dark outside, I would say go as it's just starting to get dark because the crowds might not be as intense. If you wait till 5 or 6 o'clock, I think it's going to be fairly packed. You might not enjoy it as much. The streets are pretty packed. But a lot of people recommend going early in the morning when they first light the tree. Some places keep it lit all night or they relight it again early in the morning. So you want to check on that because a lot of people I know enjoy going over to Rockefeller like 5 in the morning because there aren't the crowds. You can get closer to the tree. But again, double check the hours of when you're visiting. Things change. So that would be my first recommendation. I just kind of wandered around. I knew that I would generally start around Rockefeller. I did look up some of the trees to see, and I didn't even know about the Lotte Hotel. So that was a really cool treat for me because I had never been there before. It's totally free to go visit. So I highly, highly recommend that. So my suggestion is whatever town that you're in, to make a list of all the decorations and all the places that you want to see and plan a route. I'm doing it in sections. I did most of what I wanted to see in Midtown. I'm going to probably have 2 other days. The Wall Street area, there's some stuff I want to see. And then I'm going to go up to like Herald Square and see the Macy's display and some of the window displays of some of the other stores. One sad thing this year is that Saks Fifth Avenue discontinued their light show. I have some general tips if you are planning to visit New York. I would say go an avenue east of where everybody is and you can walk a lot more in peace. I mean, obviously see the things you want to see, but if you're just trying to get from one spot to the next, if you go an avenue east, there's going to be significantly less people. A lot of people go in to use the restroom at Saks Fifth Avenue, for example. They still have the window displays, so people go in there. And I saw lines of people waiting. And if you went up 1 floor, there was no line at all. If you're going into a store, they usually have it listed where all the restrooms are. So if you're waiting in line, there's a good chance that you could just go down a floor or up a floor and you can avoid having to wait. That would be one of my biggest recommendations if you are planning to visit New York specifically this holiday season. I'm back from the dentist to finish the rest of my thoughts really quick before we start looking at the best part of this video, which is the holiday decorations in Midtown. So just a couple other tips. If you're on a budget, I would bring some snacks and water if you are planning to do a lot of walking so that you don't have to stop and go into a restaurant. I just brought a few cans of sparkling water as I did my little journey. I brought some carrots and a protein bar as well. The other suggestion would just be wear comfortable shoes. I know there's probably a lot of stuff posted on social media for dressing cute and everything, but I think practically you're walking on concrete and you're going to walk a lot of steps, especially if you're going to see a lot of the sites are very easily accessible via foot. And even if you do decide to take the subway in between stops, you're going to be going up and down stairs quite a bit. So I would say dress for comfort and warmth. There's a lot of walking, so I don't want to minimize that. So yeah, there's just a couple basic things. So I hope that that helps you make the most out of your visit if you are planning to visit New York this season, or if you're planning out your route in your town, just to make it as comfortable as possible. So now let's take a look at some of the beautiful decorations in Midtown. Thank you so much for watching. I will be posting Vlogmas day 4 and 5 this weekend, so they'll be up very soon. See you next time.